What's your name, mate?
Corey.
Corey, nice to meet you, Corey. Right, poor bastard's got no idea what he's in for, but Corey here's going to be standing here facing that way for us. Whereabouts you from, mate?
Cairns, that was my daughter.
You're from Cairns too? Jeez, yeah, right, okay. No, right. You don't look like you're from Cairns wearing that sort of a jumper. I don't know, that's a bit strange. You can miss us by that point. You can tell. Righto, so mate, I'll get you to stand there. I'm going to be standing behind you like this. That's not what it's about though, mate. Stand behind you, we're cranking around at extreme speed. Everybody gets to watch your face, adds to the whole show. So you're a little bit, just maybe step one step back, a little bit closer to the front row. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so was it Mitch? Corey. Okay, so keep your feet a little bit closer together there, mate. Those Chinese safety boots do bugger all. You actually looks like you got a haircut recently, which is good. That gets me from having to cut it up for you. Don't move. That's pretty much common sense. I had to mention that bit because I don't know what North Queenslanders are like. And there's one more sensitive area I would protect if I was you, mate. Yeah. Yeah. What's this here? No, mate. Yeah, hands in front. Alright, so Corey, are you ready to whip crack around at extremes? He's ready. I'll get everybody here. Are you ready to see extreme favourite? Corey! Come on, we can do better than that. You know what a whip crack is travelling at the speed of sound about 1,500 k an hour. Are we ready to see blood? Yeah! That's better. And a sick bunch. Righto, mate, you'll whip blood if you move, so do not move. Alright, here we go! At first I thought he was making those noises because he was enjoying it. But then this awful smell came up from behind him.
Nathan Whippy Griggs is on every night except Saturday night at the Mataranka Homestead. It's free to go and everyone is welcome. It's a show not to be missed.
We need your photo.
Oh, yeah. Alright, there we go. Yeah, perfect, that's what I want.
Smile!
Good, no worries. Cheers, mate. No, if you need to put it on social, just tag me in it if you can. Yeah, that'll be awesome. Yeah. Thanks, mate.
They got a great website.
Nah, thank you.
Well, it's early morning and I haven't had a shower yet, so I don't know how I look. But Des has started the little Johnny cakes and his cook up as he does each morning here at Little Roper Stockcamp. Let's duck on over and see what's going on.
I had a nasty habit of getting into the dunnies and hanging in behind the bowl and just reaching out and giving you a bit of a tickle.
It goes with beautiful sesame seed.
What does it feel like? Is it cold?
No, it's not cold. It's really nice, really soft.
Have you held onto a snake before?
Yeah, also in my river. she's a professional photo model. He doesn't want to do it now, does he? There it goes.
Well, g'day guys, we've got a fantastic guy here we want you all to meet. This is Des. How are you, Des?
How you going? Pretty
Des
good.
owns Little Roper Stockcamp here in Mataranka, and this is one of our must-stop destinations every time we come up to the top, up to Darwin. So we want to introduce you to Des, and Des has also got something coming up which I'd like him to tell us all about. That's a special event, and I think we should all get in and support. So first of all, Des, Little Roper Stockcamp, tell us a bit about it.
Yeah, so we set up about 4 years ago. Basically, we didn't have any tourism experience, which in some ways was quite handy, I think. Both of us have been teachers, so we had experience working with people, and obviously we've been tourists ourselves. So we just sort of set this place up like we'd like somewhere to be if we visited it. So
I remember last time we were here and stayed, you've also been a stockman in the past as well. You've done a few things.
I've done a few different things.
And being a stockman, that helps with what you've got going on here.
It helps heaps. I mean, when you're a stockman, you sort of get a lot of a variety of skills. So, like for example, I built the toilet block because I can weld and I can build, and yeah, so that helped sort of for us develop the infrastructure. Yeah. So, and it's also then it gives me the ability. I do a show once a week where I sort of tell yarns about the Indigenous or black history and the white history around this area, like here.
How long have you lived in the area?
On and off about 40 years.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I've got sort of good contact with the people here, the Indigenous mob here, and obviously the white fellows around town too. There's quite a few characters, and there's quite a few very interesting stories. You don't have to make up any stories.
There's enough true ones to make a good yarn.
Yeah.
You've got, this is a great place for children.
It is excellent.
What makes it so good?
Well, basically we've got I've got the buffalo, the cattle over there, so the kids can come up and they can feed the hay. So to the point of one stage they put so much hay in this yard here, I thought the buffalo were going to be able to walk over the fence. But normally, yeah, so that they'll do that. They'll organise themselves sometimes, especially the girls, you know, like they'll have little rosters and that. But basically, what happens is people have come up generally from down south. You're stuck in the car. Once you get here, the kids will come over here and feed the hay, and the parents get a bit of a break. So the parents really appreciate that. The kids, because they've never really mixed with those particular kids before, there's sort of no blues or anything. They generally get on really, really well.
That's what we've found.
Yeah.
You've said many times, kids on the road are just so different from kids back home. In fact, we were having that conversation with a family here, and about their young girls and what they're going to experience on the road, and already in a couple of weeks she's seeing that change. It's great. And places like this really help develop those skills.
They do. Like we bring out, you know, after the breakfast we bring out our lizards and snakes, and at the night we normally do the squirrel glider feeding. So there's quite a lot for the kids to do, as well as obviously we've got 2 beautiful hot springs. So the kids go and swim, and they're getting a bit tired out from that. It's a really good place for families.
Yeah, we can certainly attest to that. Bitter Springs was fantastic yesterday, and we're just some guys coming over letting Des know that he's an absolute legend, which we all know. And the thermal pools are just down the road from here, aren't they? So only a kilometre down the road. So. And of course you've got Nathan Griggs who plays
Yeah,
in the
Whippy.
area, which is a great night as
Yeah,
well.
it is a
So
good night.
a fantastic area, Mataranka. Now, another thing Des has coming up, I'll let you talk about it, but you've got a big morning tea coming up.
Yeah. So the Cancer Council of Australia, obviously, sadly enough, they got hit pretty badly last year with COVID, so they didn't almost get any fundraising organised. Bizarrely enough, last year I ended up with really bad aggressive bladder cancer. So I'd have chemo and then have my bladder ripped out and a few other bits and pieces while they're in there, as they do.
You're doing it right now?
I'm doing good work now.
great to hear.
I've come out of it 100%, which is good because it is quite an invasive operation. It's sort of 40% mortality rate just in the operation, and so I got through all of that, so that's good. So yeah,
this certainly has meaning for you then.
it's got a lot of meaning. Also, my dad had cancer too, so different sort. But so all we're going to do is for the biggest morning cup of tea sort of thing, we're going to have two events. We're going to have one on the Thursday, which is a sort of standard day, then another one on the Saturday, so that some more locals can sort of turn up. And yeah, we got merchandise, and I'll just keep those Johnny cakes pumping and the billies boiling.
And so when's that on?
That's 27th of May.
27th of May.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the 30th will be the 30th will be the Saturday. So yeah, basically just the Cancer Council, for example, like I obviously I haven't got a bladder, so I have to wear bags. And you just join the Cancer Council, and between the Cancer Council and Northern Territory Government and the Federal Government, all of those supplies are actually covered. Interesting, I belong to a few different groups on the internet, and in America they're not, and it's really expensive for people. Like a lot of people really struggle with the cost. In the Territory, I was obviously not lucky enough to get cancer, but we've got an oncology unit actually in Katherine Hospital. So when I had my chemo, I could drive up there one day, then the next day I had to get dropped off because I couldn't drive after I'd had the chemo. It was sort of like 7 hours, knocked me about too much. But there's the resources for a small little territory like the Northern Territory, the resources that we have here, really help for the treatment of my cancer. Like I obviously had to go to Darwin for the operation, but it meant for the rest of the time I could be with my family. Like it's only 100 k's away, albeit sometimes I was in bed all day, with some of the side effects of the radio treatment. But it was just having the flexibility, and also just working with the support of the Cancer Council, just people talking and contacting me, and just checking on my well-being and that sort of thing. They're just a brilliant organisation that supports you in what is fairly desperate times. Like it's literally it's life and death stuff. So it's pretty terrifying at times. But to have a group like the Cancer Council supporting is absolutely brilliant.
I'll bet it is. Yeah, we're heading up to Darwin to catch up with friends up there, and we helped. We supported her through a process she went through with breast cancer not too long ago, and we saw that very close hand what she went through, and we've. I lost my dad to melanoma, and Adele's had a few skin cancers cut out recently, which gave her a considerable fright.
My dad had prostate cancer.
So I think everyone's been touched by cancer, and that's why we really wanted to help and support you with what you've got coming up. So if anybody's travelling and coming up here through Mataranka, stop in, see Des, support the Cancer Council morning tea that you're putting on, and donate money, or buy some merchandise, or even some Johnny cakes and things. If you can donate a little bit, that'd be fantastic.
Every little bit counts somewhat.
It does, doesn't it? Awesome. Well, I'm sorry to hear you went through all
Yeah.
that, but it's great news that you.
Well, it was a good outcome, and that's, you know, it doesn't kill you, it makes you a tougher bloke, don't it?
Yeah, well, that's what they say.
Yeah.
Talking about that, mate, one of the things I was pleased to see still here is this car over
The
here
car.
with no roof. You know,
Yeah.
it's very Croc Dundee like, mate. It's I was
Yeah,
pleased to see it.
We've got a lot of quirky things.
You do, don't you?
Yeah.
Including you've got a saltwater croc there
Yep.
now,
Yep.
which wasn't here when we were here before, and some of those pythons they're a lot bigger than the last time I was
Yeah,
here.
there's 3.6 metres, biggest one. Yeah.
And so staying here is you've got both powered and powered sites.
Yeah, so we got powered and unpowered sites.
$35 for powered, 30 unpowered.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. And water?
Yeah, there's water at all of the powered sites now. The water's a bit limey. Basically from Daily Waters up to here it's limey, then Catherine's got PFAS, so you wouldn't want to go near that water. Once you get to Pine Creek or Banka, the other end, that's beautiful because it's pumping out of different type of rock, not limestone. So the water quality is a bit average, but it's tested by, has microbiological test every year, and then the heavy metals every 5 years. Won't kill you.
Won't kill you. And so there's toilets and showers. Yep. So it's all here, and you also put on some Johnny cakes in the morning.
We do the Johnny cakes in the morning, so give people a cup of tea and for nothing. And I started that as a more to get an idea of the industry. And then my wife sort of said, well, when are you going to stop that? And I said, no, it's sort of become a signature. And it's good. It's
It is good.
People, and it's also really good for people. Like some people are heading north, some are going south. So you sort of get an idea of where to start. Probably more importantly, where not to stay sometimes, you know, like, and you get some good yarns there too, like people
Brings
have
people
come across
together.
some bizarre things
Yes,
on their show.
I know. Yeah, I can just imagine you've got some guests just arriving, so I'm going to have to wrap it up. But before we do, mate, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
It's been wonderful
Yeah.
coming and see you in Telka once again.
Yeah.
We've enjoyed our stay again. Hopefully we'll see you on the way back down
All
if you're not
Yeah.
completely booked out again.
We'll
And
be right.
it's going to be a busy season for you. I
It's
think.
going to be enormous this year. They'll, like
Bigger than ever.
the double whammy, like the ones that couldn't come last year, the ones that want to come this way, and then also the ones that can't go overseas to Bali.
That's right.
Then on a little jaunt.
Yeah.
See
Well,
Australia.
to see Australia,
Yes,
it's
so
an amazing
much.
country.
It is good.
It is absolutely epic, and I think every Australian should get out and see this country. And every state is so unique and different
They
to
are
the other.
different,
And Northern Territory, how amazing is it? So,
Yeah.
as we keep saying, see you in the NT.
No worries.
Thank you very much,
Thanks
Des.
heaps, eh?
And we'll catch you again on the way down.
Righto. Stay safe.
Thanks, mate.
You stay well.
You've got friends coming.
Dad, watch me. Oh, not more.
In the wet season, it gets blocked off here at Little Roper Stockcamp, and that's how Des gets into town if he needs to. He gets his tinny out and crosses the water. So he was just telling us where we are parked up just over here was underwater not too long ago.
You make me nervous. I think I might be hooked on you. I love the things you said to me. It seems like slow, make sure we do this right. Cancelled all my plans to be with you tonight. So just
We left Little Roper Stockcamp this morning, or around lunchtime. Just before lunchtime we had a bit of a slow trip up. We got held up in Catherine for a little while we sorted out, we stopped and had some lunch and sorted out some fuel and made our way up here. We were quite late getting here, so we're just past Adelaide River and we're at a free camp as you turn off to head into Litchfield National Park. And as you can see, it's just a big gravel site. There's nothing to it at all, but highways a couple of kilometres that way, so the noise isn't too bad at all. And we can easily make our way into Litchfield tomorrow. The Florence Falls campground it's only a half-hour drive. It's not very far at all. So looking forward to that. We'll get there early tomorrow. Our thinking being, if we get there reasonably early, we can hopefully pick up a site as someone leaves, because I imagine it's going to be reasonably busy in there at the moment. But we've had a big number of days, so both Adele and I are pretty buggered now. We've really been hiking it for a little while, probably since we left Lara Wetlands really, so we've beelined it to get up to here, primarily because we've done a lot of it before and we wanted to knock over a couple of things, but we are also going back that way, so anything we've missed we can see as we head back. But primarily we wanted to catch up with our friends here in Darwin, so we're looking forward to doing that. We will go in and spend a couple of nights in Litchfield now, and then it's Tuesday night, by Friday we should be catching up with our mates. So there we go. Tomorrow morning back up again, but only a really short drive. We'll be in Litchfield and we're pretty keen for that. We love it in Litchfield, great spot. But now with the Triton we're going to be able to explore a couple of places we haven't been able to see in the past. Anyway, see you again tomorrow, guys.
In our next episode, we arrive at Litchfield National Park and discover the termite mound city. Then it's off to have so much fun swimming in rock pools and underwater falls. Litchfield is so awesome. See you in our next video.